Good morning, everyone. The first sip of coffee is the best. My name's Christy. Welcome to my corner. Thanks for joining me today for Flossmas number 14. We are halfway to my birthday on December 28th. And it's December 14th, 2023. So I don't have a ton to talk about today because I didn't get very much crafting done, but I do have some things to show you. And we're also opening day 14 of the Forbidden Fabrico Advent Calendar, so we'll see what else is going to be on my pattern. I do have some progress on my mixed media piece that I'm doing through the Embroidery Guild of America mixed media embroidery class, and I'm kind of excited. I have sort of the big project built in my mind, so I'm excited about that. And that's it. That's it for today. So let's get started with our Forbidden Fabrico Advent Calendar. And I want to welcome my new subscribers. I have a couple. Welcome back to all my friends. It's, I don't know, this has been really fun. This has been a really fun Flossmas for me. I'm not quite sure why. It feels more fun than normal. So we're opening up day 14 of the Forbidden Fabrico Advent Calendar. And this one is a little different than other ones. There's one kitted up project. And on the odd days, you get a little gifty. For example, like, oops, I'm stuck. Hold on. I'm stuck. Got caught on some lace. Like a project bag or the fabric or a pair of scissors. And then on the even days, you get a floss and the pattern with that floss added into it. So let's see what our color is. And then we'll see what, then I'll tell you what the pattern is and I'll show you where I am because I have worked on it. Okay, so it's a lighter, more variegated red than maybe a little darker actually. Let me look. Let me see what we have. Because we already have a red. This is our second red. We have a red. It's called Fezziwig. And this one is called Fred. Fred, of course, is Scrooge's nephew. So here is the red we've already used. I really hope I get a floss ring soon. It's getting a little unwieldy. A little bit unwieldy. Yeah, so it's a slightly pinker and it's a little more variegated. It's showing up pretty true, only a little bit lighter, but pretty true. You match my hair. So let's, oh, excuse me. Let's see where it is in the pattern. I won't show you. Okay, it's a little X. Okay, so it's up there. That makes sense. Oh, okay. Okay. That makes it all come together. All right, so let's talk about where this is. And I'll show you where I am right now. So here is where I am. Goodness gracious, I apologize for that. It's the morning. This is where we are right now. And this color, this new color Fred is little berries up in this doodad, and there's another doodad over here and another doodad under here that all have berries. It is also, let's make this smaller so it's less unwieldy. There we go. It is also filling out this coat, and there is over here an arm, a bent arm, so it's filling out this coat. So I have put in the color for the 12th, which was Marley. And you'll see there's not very much. I filled in right here, which it looks a little weird. I think it's supposed to be just a lighter shading, but it's really light. And then looks like gray hair. So I have a hat up here to do. I have a sleeve and I have the outside of the coat now and some berries. So I'm going to work on that a little bit today. I'm also going to work on some other projects. I don't know what other projects, but I kind of am feeling like I want to work on a non-Christmas project. So I may pull out my my monochrome witch. I don't know. The other thing I'm going to work on is my mixed media piece. So let's talk about that, because I have some more experiments to show you. So I signed up for a correspondence course through the Embroidery Guild of America. I'm a member. And basically it is 4 mixed media techniques that can be used with embroidery. Let me drink some coffee. And make kind of a neat texture or whatever. Do interesting things with an embroidery project that you can embroider through. So what I showed you yesterday was my first lesson. And it was making a fabric that you could stitch through using orts. So this was just like a proof of concept. These are not good. I won't be using them for anything. But basically they are orts that you put in between a soluble fabric sandwich. You stitch over them and then you melt away the sandwich part, the soluble fabric. All right. Yesterday's was a Tyvek, Tyvek process. And what Tyvek is, it's somewhere between like a plastic and a paper, but it melts and makes weird things. So I painted a big sheet green and cut it into different shapes to see what it would do. And what I discovered is that it makes cool grass. So for my larger project, hold on, I dropped a bush. So for my larger project, I'm going to use this for grass. But some other cool things it does is it kind of melts and crumbles. Here, this was shaped like a big triangular tree with pieces cut out. It looks kind of like a buggy. Looks like a bug. That's an idea. I could make one out of a bug out of it. Here's a little piece that was done. And so these all were done with a heat gun. This one was done with an iron, and it's just not as interesting. Here is another heat gun that I heated less. This was also supposed to look like a tree of some kind. It doesn't. And then this was just a larger piece that I kind of made textured. So the plan is I'm going to basically do a larger one of these, but paint both sides green. I just use acrylic paint. So just paint both sides green and, well, greenish blue, and make grass to go over my next. So I've been starting a new one of these that is more what I want to do. And it is going to be like a layer of flowers. So if you see, I've started sewing it. This is kind of in its little pocket, its soluble pocket. And I'm just going up and down like that. And I might end up, and I'll go back and I'll make some sort of leafy shaped things and whatever. But I'm going to go up and down all the way across and then go back and make leaves and like those kinds of things. So this will be sort of flowers and in the middle ground, and this will be grass in the foreground, and I'll do little like daisies, like I'll embroider flowers, I'll put French knots and stuff like that, so there's like embroidery on this. That's my plan. It'll obviously not be realistic, it'll be an abstract landscape. And then I think I do like how this looks, so what I might do is do a larger one as like a mountain in the background, or as like another hill and I'll put sort of dots of flowers on it or something and make it all sort of textured. That's the plan. So those are my first two, my first 2 lessons in this book. The next lesson has to do, which is also heat activated, has to do with some sparkly stuff. And I'll see how it turns out when it's done. But I think my plan is to do the sparkly stuff as like light radiating out of like a sun situation. I don't know. yeah. So that is where I am. And those are my plans today. I have a little bit of work to do, but other than that, I'm just going to be crafting and stitching and experimenting and stuff like that. So I will show you my experiments tomorrow, and I hope you have a great stitchy day. Oh, and I want to thank Bobo Jessie Stitches for the very nice, she said very nice things about me, basically. A very nice shout out, very nice things about me. She is, I'll link her down below. She is doing a floss tube also, but she has terrible dad jokes. So if you like dad jokes, go over there. And also she's choosing a stitcher who she's calling them not influencers, inspirers. She's calling them like inspirators or something, inspirers. And I was someone who inspired her, and that was just a very lovely thing to hear and to say. So thank you, Jessie, for your kind words, and I'll see you when I'm stitching later on. For everyone, like I said, have a great stitchy day. Please take good care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.